started? When did you start?
2006. Yes, 2006. I was taught by my cousins. I used to like travel with them everywhere they go, every gig they had, and he was like, one day he was like, I really need to teach you now. And then he taught me the basics, and every time I made a mistake, he'd like really get frustrated with me and not tell me what to do because he already told me what to do.
Yeah.
But I had to push until I knew what I was doing. Then he asked me, then what was so hard, you know? So yeah, that's how I started. And then there was a local place back at home where they used to play, and then we all went there, and then they said no, they need to try me out and see if I can really do this. I played, it wasn't so bad, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either.
Okay.
And then from there I never looked back. Although school took most of my time, I didn't focus on it as much as I am now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something that I started then though. Yeah.
Your music, you concentrate
Okay, I'll talk about the song that was already done. It's called Dream Chaser. It's about someone who's living her own life, doing things, dancing to her own drum basically, just making things happen on her own way, not following trends, but pushing forward until she gets what she wants, a dream chaser.
She's a trendsetter.
Yes, exactly. So I believe my music is mostly about faith, about love, about wishing to have more, working towards having more. Because I feel like sometimes people get to a level where they're like, the grand, where is and black coffee definitely. Like I literally follow this guy everywhere he plays. If I've got time, I'll definitely go because I really enjoy how he plays and the sound selection, everything about him. Yeah. But every time they came that side, that was, for me, it was a big deal. Even though some of my friends never really got it because they didn't understand what it was about.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the partying. I would actually get to a gig and just stand right in front of the DJ and just watch. You know, just watch until I went home, and I'll go home saying, wow, you know. I literally had to force my mom that I want to study in Joburg, and she wanted me to go to Cape Town, and I said no.
You want to be in Joburg?
Yes. So every time all these artists came back at home, their performances for me, those were the most memorable.
And were you influenced by any maybe musical CDs or compilations done by our DJ Kent or DJ Claude, the likes of?
Yeah, I remember, was it Soul Candy? Was it two? Terrence.
Yeah.
That was with the one with We Are Lonely. Oh my word, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Amazing. I can also remember at that time.
Yes.
It was being at the peak of its moment.
Yes. From there for me, that was the time where I really focused on house and grew with it. And any Black Coffee album, oh my God, the songs with Abotandi Somazwai, Abos Pokazi, like growing with Black Coffee sound, for me, I think some people might actually think I'm getting too much on how he does things, but I'm sorry, but he's just phenomenal. That's it for me. I pray so that even if I'm still nervous, that I ask for God's presence in whatever that I'm gonna be doing. So even if I'm gonna make mistakes, even if I won't, I still pray, and I'll calm down. Maybe after 2 songs, I'll be chilled.
You'll be relaxed,
yes.
And then you know where you're going to.
Yeah.
So how would you describe yourself?
I'm bubbly, man. When I play, I'm happy because I feel like if music makes me happy, why can't I make others happy? So I play like I'm with my friends. I'm dancing, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So yeah, that's me. Time, I played for free. I played for 500. I played for $1,000. It's only a very few gigs that I would say, this is how much I charge, and then they'll be like, okay, fine. And they won't even issue, they won't question you about it or anything, they'll just pay you. But in most cases, people really, they don't think about how is this person going to get paid.
Other than Kiss Soul and Passionate, are there any more producers that we can look forward to seeing you work with?
call names now because you can only wish that you want to work with certain people but it doesn't always work out your way. There are a couple of people that I would love to work with, but only time will tell. We'll see how this year goes, but I can't really tell you who exactly will I be working with.
Any unknown people, maybe?
It's not unknown though. They're already out there. Even if they're not as popular as they'd be, but they're already known. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to call out names as yet, and then things don't work out. I'd rather talk about things that are already on like confirmed, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you consider like producing your own?
Definitely. I actually decided that I want to learn how to produce my own stuff. I do know how to do the basics, but I need to focus more into it because I feel like if I can already sing, I can do my own. Like literally, when you look at Ryan Leslie sings for himself, he produces for himself, he can do everything. Unless he really does need another vocalist, then he can do that. That's how I want to do my thing. If I want to produce my own song, I can produce it and then I can sing on it, which will make things much simpler for me even.
Okay, you say that you look up to Black Coffee, ne? Seeing his DVD Africa Rising, this whole album that is released currently, would you want to do something like that?
I haven't thought about it that way, but it would be great because that DVD was amazing. It was amazing, especially the orchestra. You know what's funny though? I've always seen myself performing with an orchestra in front of millions of people. That's how I've always seen myself growing up. And at that time, I didn't even know I was going to be a DJ. I thought I was just going to be a singer that I've always seen myself performing with. And when I saw that DVD, for me, that was just amazing. Hence, I bought the DVD and the album. Oh, gosh.
Well, I'm sure he thanks you for that. So
but that's true talent for you.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah? Do you write your own lyrics?
Yep, I write my own lyrics.
Okay, and your angle maybe, do you focus on your life or things that just happen naturally?
It depends. Sometimes if that's how I feel at that time, I write about how I feel. But sometimes I write about things I've seen around, experiences of other people. But I don't put it in a, how am I gonna put it? If you listen to Dream Chaser, basically, it's not exactly saying this person does this or whatever. It's more on the lines of poetry. You get me? So yeah, at the moment I've been only writing about my experiences, where I am, where I'm going, and where I'm coming from.
Okay, so in the near future, would you like to release your own album maybe?
Album not yet, because I feel like an album should be in demand. I haven't created that demand as yet. So who am I gonna sell it to? So I really need to focus on the brand Infinix, get it out there. People must know who Infinix is and what she does, what she's capable of. And once they know that, they need to appreciate who Infinix is and appreciate her music. Then I can see whether I want to release something. It won't be an album, maybe a single, maybe just one song, just to test the market that, okay, this is what I can offer and see where that takes me.
We've seen your profile, but then I'm sure a lot of people would like to know about that. Your Ghana tour. Tell us more about it.
Okay. I was actually approached by guys in the entertainment industry from that side that were visiting this side during the 2010 World Cup. And then they were interested in me coming to play that side. And then we went there for 2 weeks. And then the first week was mainly about me going around and learning how the place is and just exploring Ghana on its own. And then the second week, that's when I started playing at Aphrodisiac and Club Tantra. It was amazing, but the club scene there is totally different. Totally different. One, time-wise. At 12 o'clock for us, that's very late. For them, that's like 9 o'clock.
Ouch.
The main DJ plays at 4. And deep doesn't work there, forget it. It's West Africa, so that's where, because I play soulful and tribal deep. So tribal deep worked for me there, because some of the songs most of the stuff actually I played there was South African stuff that was impressive for them, because they didn't know what I was playing, but it sounded African to them and it sounded interesting. So the reaction from the crowd was better than what I expected. It was way better than expected, but it was amazing. It was amazing. People from that side, they don't just stand there. Some gigs here you play and people are just sitting as if you're not there and you're not doing anything, but they really, really appreciate what you're doing. Everyone is dancing. There's hardly people sitting in VIP. There are people sitting in VIP, but even them, they're dancing. Unlike here, most people are like, wondering, am I doing something wrong? And here, when you find people doing that, you actually even change the sound that you're playing, because you're thinking you're the one that's not doing something right, But the experience, I could do it again.
Well,
definitely do it.
I'm glad you would. Hey? Other than Ghana, is there anywhere else that you've played maybe, or that you would like to play?
No, but I would love to play somewhere else. Nigeria, Botswana, what else? Yeah, I've like worldwide basically. I would love to play everywhere. Like, I feel like if we have all these talents, why are we gonna keep them only in South Africa? We need to share them with the whole world, So trust me, I would love to play everywhere.
So what challenges would you say you faced as a DJ? Let me say, as a female artist.
Yeah. Okay. One, no matter how great you are, people don't really see that. You get me? It's hard, and for us, for a long time, I would actually even have people while I'm playing standing like this, looking if I'm really mixing. Like, they never
just to be mixed, yeah.
You get me. It's something that people need to get used to. That DJing, you teach anybody to mix, they will do it. But if you're talented and you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter whether you're a guy or you're a chick. They need to understand that we are the same as guys. We can rock as much as guys do. And that's one of the things. And even one of my interviews that I've had was a question why are female DJs struggling? I honestly don't know. Because it's either when someone shows interest in your talent, as if they're going to help you out, they want something out of it, of which we can't live like that. It's a career for us. Does that mean that every time I look for a job, someone wants something out of me getting that job? So it has always been an issue booking a female DJ. I don't know why, because we are still struggling. Yeah. I can literally count the amount of gigs that I've had in a year, whereas they book the same DJs at gigs, and at some point they don't really impress the crowd. Some do the same thing over and over again, make the same mistakes, whereas we are there. It's not a matter of we're not doing anything, we're chilling at home. We market ourselves, we do what we need to do to get out there, but really, as females, we still have a long way to go. We need that respect. People need to, I don't know what we need to really do for people to acknowledge that female DJs
are there, and they're there to stay.
Yes, they got this.
Yeah. I think people should realize that too, that female DJs are there and they exist, and they're actually good. There's a lot of good
There's
DJs,
a lot.
good female DJs out there.
And there's a demand, there's a demand for female DJs, but there's always those two main ones that are known and people prefer. Because people, we know them and they're going to bring us the crowd, whereas it doesn't always work that way. They also got their chances. That's how they got there. They didn't just land where they are today. We also need that chance where people are gonna give us that opportunity to express ourselves and be great.
Yeah, because I believe that too much of something is toxic. So if you keep on hiring the same DJ, they become toxic to the crowd as well.
True.
So eventually you're gonna need fresh stuff, fresh people, fresh ideas, fresh music, and we all have unique ways of expressing ourselves musically.
Yes.
So-
and that whole thing of the Women's Month gigs, like I'm telling you, every year I'm overbooked only in August. Only in
'cause
August.
you're
I
a
won't
woman.
even lie. Exactly. All of a sudden I'm important in August, but any other month is like, no gig this weekend.
And that should
It's
come to an end.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Oh well. So with regards to other female DJs that would like to make it in the industry, or that would like to come into the industry and that look up to you, what would you say to them?
I'll tell them, one, you need to be thick-skinned. You need to know your game, because already they underestimate us. Know your music. Have a certain style of mixing. It's not about making sure the song comes in nicely and then you just mix it. It's a matter of having a certain style and make it work for you. Don't try and mix like any other DJ. Be you. Do you all the time. And secondly, be strong, because this industry needs someone that can take